So we haven't done an experiment in a while, and I have a really interesting one for you guys. We've done a lot of experiments in the past where we've followed collegiate careers from high school through to the pros, but we've never actually seen their NFL career unravel. Now today I thought it'd be interesting to follow maybe the top 2 recruits, depending on if the first one doesn't look that great or things like that. Hopefully the number 1 recruit has the height and weight to go to the league, because I really want to see where he's going to go for starters. If he goes in the first round, obviously we can make him, higher 70 overalls, maybe even an 80 depending on his stats. Everything is on automatic. We are not doing any recruiting. Michigan State is just our base team, so to speak. We are here to see the number 1 prospect, and that is going to be Lamar Tate. 81 overall, 6 foot 212. My first guess, running a 4.48, is running back more so, and then maybe wide receiver. His top 3 schools are Texas, Oklahoma, and Texas A&M. Wants to stay close to home, being from Wichita Falls, Texas. The only problem is if this dude turns out to be a quarterback, I don't think 6 foot 212 is really going to be enough to get it done. Lamar Tate, he is in fact a really good quarterback. 71 carrying, 87 spin, 80 juke, 88 throw power, 85 throw accuracy. He also has 84 CIT, 83 catching, 85 route running. So this guy is a certified monster. Can play 3 positions on offense. 80 release as well is kind of wild. 70 spec catch. He's got the whole package. He can do it all. I wonder what position he's going to play once Texas signs him, because I don't think he's going to get redshirted if he is 80 overall. I think he'll be a true freshman, but he probably won't start, especially at quarterback. If he goes to Texas, that's going to be a problem. We're up to rank 4. This isn't about Michigan State, Crow. Come on. Currently 100% locked, and it looks like Texas, Houston, and Utah. Utah out of nowhere. Very interesting. Texas is still in the lead though, so that only tells me one thing. This lead is probably too far gone. Arkansas State is also there, so we're 4th, and we haven't invested any points into this guy. He visited Houston, so that's why they're still in contention. The bonus is just too much, though. Even if Utah were to invest 700, I think it's just got to be Texas here. The only issue is, like I said, where are you going to play? Like, I'm guessing running back or quarterback is probably his best position, or receiver. What a matchup. Rank 3 Michigan, rank 1 Michigan State. It's going to be an overtime win. Can we talk about these Spartans for a second? Wow, we went 12-0. In what this is how you know this isn't an authentic universe. So I don't think our dude is on the board anymore. He definitely isn't, which means he would have committed. Oh, Texas, it left? I'm so interested. Hold on. We have to go straight to recruiting to see what happened here. Texas had an overwhelming lead for a hometown player and then just decided to dip. I'm guessing that's because they already figured out, oh, hey, we've got a 5-star. We've got 2 5-star quarterbacks that are both freshmen. We don't really need a 3rd 5-star quarterback. Share the wealth, mate. Give App State, a 5-star quarterback or something. Change it up a little bit. It's funny because we could probably get in the battle here. Like, we could sign Lamar Tate if we wanted to. Houston's completely out of the battle now. SMU's out of the battle. UTSA came in out of nowhere too. No Arkansas State. We weren't even recruiting him. Could you imagine if we had put points into him the whole season? We would have had him for sure. It is looking like he is going to sign to Utah though. Yeah, Lamar is going to commit to Utah. 80 overall quarterback, according to this. The thing is, I'm not sure if Cam Rising is a senior. I don't even know if he's either left or he's returning for 1 more year. Either way, I don't think their backup quarterback is going to be as good as Lamar. So they have Nate Johnson, freshman redshirt. However, Lamar is starting above him. Bryson Barnes is there, so Cam Rising is gone. Bryson's only a junior, though, so I don't think we're going to see any play time from Lamar. Maybe a little bit, maybe here and there in garbage time. But yeah, no, he's not going to start until his junior season, which is going to be a little bit of a problem. Okay, he's going to rock out with number 7. He doesn't have any swag, though. I mean, he has a towel, but how's he going to keep his hands warm, though? Yeah, not bad stats at all. So one thing I will be doing, though, is putting him up to 6'2", 220. I do know that he's 6 foot and 212 pounds. However, we want to get him drafted. So I'll put him back down when we send him over to Madden, if he makes it the NFL, of course. He is a pocket passer, though, which is very interesting because he has very, very good scrambling stats. So unfortunately for him, though, I don't think we're going to see him play all that much in Season 1. Michael Penix Jr. going to be the All Pac-12 first-team quarterback. I thought it'd be a bit silly to see him there already. He hasn't even taken a snap yet. We're going to finish rank 6, 10, and 2. What is this universe? We've lost 3 games in 2 seasons. More importantly, though, I want to check out how these Utah Utes are going. Let's have a little bit of a gaze, shall we? So they went 9-3, 7-2 in conference, so not bad at all. A lot of big wins, a lot of little wins too. I want to check out this Bowling Green matchup. Yes, the Tate had 1 pass, and it was a pick. He threw what? He threw 1 pass and it was an interception. You got to be joking. Came in garbage time and messed it up. So far, Lamar is not looking like that dude. So Lamar only got in 2 plays in the entire season. One of them was the one that we found where he threw an interception. The other one was a 6-yard completion. So not exactly the season we were hoping for, even as a backup. Lamar not doing Lamar Tate things. What a name, by the way. Doesn't get much better than Lamar Tate. I have a feeling that he'll get buried on the depth chart. That guy who was a freshman redshirt, he'll probably get a better training results boost. Oh, please don't tell me he got buried on the depth chart. Come on, he is. Yes, he is in 3rd right now. So this is a massive problem because Nate Johnson is also a sophomore, which means that Lamar Tate, once Barnes leaves this season, will not be the starter. It'll be Nate Johnson. So you know what? We might put a little bit of a hit out on Nate Johnson, I think. The PerramCrowe does know a lot of shooters in Utah. Actually, I shouldn't say that. This is probably a real player. My bad, Nate. No bad blood here at all. I was joking, all right? YouTube, don't demonetize me. But Lamar Tate will definitely be getting the start after this season. Otherwise, the experiment is a bit of a joke. The #1 player will not play at all. It's a fun fact. Nate Johnson went go-karting right before the start of his junior season. And he crashed. Just a little bit of a graze on the bunker. And he's gone and hurt his leg. So I had to drop his speed down a little bit just to reflect that. You know how it goes. So Lamar Tate, at least for now, will be getting the start. They did redshirt him last year. I did not know that. Okay, so regardless, he would have started his senior season at minimum, but at least now we get to see him for 3 years opposed to 1. Coming in with 87 speed, 91 excel, 89 agility. Awareness is not where you would like it to be for a starting quarterback. 90 throw power, 93 accuracy though. So by that final year, that senior season, I would expect to see his accuracy at around 99 and his throw power maybe around 93, maybe around that mark. Depending on the coordinators too, maybe even 95. But yes, Lamar will be getting his first start. I think with that awareness, Utah is not going to have a very pretty season to start out. Now, at least that he's starting there, we can go to the mid-season mark, catch up and see his seasons in bulk. So his longest pass prior to this starting season is 6 yards. Like we said, 1 pick, not the best impact you could hope for with Lamar Tate there. We beat Bama, by the way. I have no idea what is wrong with this dynasty. We got Bama week 1 and we beat him. I didn't even put him on the schedule. So Utah is 4-3, 2-2 in conference. They beat USC though, so that's a good sign. Lost to Arizona State as well. So it's been a very up and down season so far. Oh, I don't even know if I want to look at these stats. You can just tell that they're going to be terrible. So it looks like Lamar Tate has very good yardage, 1,650 for the halfway mark, 15 touchdowns, 2 picks. Hold on a second. What's his awareness at? Surely it can't be that good. His awareness is 67, so I don't get why he's so efficient. He could leave this year and get drafted almost. My goodness. Yeah, keep doing that, and you are going to be a lock for the first round. Already a star player, as you saw at the top there too. Wow, I'm very invested in Lamar Tate all of a sudden. I was genuinely expecting probably around the same amount of yards, maybe 1,300 or something like that. Maybe like 12 touchdowns and 8 picks, 9 picks. 15-2 is kind of wild. You know what I just realized as well? That second season where they redshirted him and he was 3rd on the depth chart. If that was me, if I had done that in my rebuild, he would have transferred without a doubt. He would have been gone. But when it's the computer, oh yeah, I'll stick around and be loyal. So even though Utah beat USC, they did not make the conference championship. Very interesting. I think he might be a 2-year player. Horrible loss to rank 1 Oregon, but understandable though. Beat Oregon State and beat the crap out of Coach Prime in Colorado. Just out of curiosity, he must have went off in this game, surely. Lamar Tate, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, 60% completion, only a 190 yards though. Not a whole lot. He got sacked a lot of times too. They've got Miami of Ohio. They go 7-5, man. Oh, that is not a good look at all. They do have a very good team though. A overall, A offense, A minus defense. It's only going to get better next season. So we are looking at 2,700 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 6 picks. That must be an awareness thing, unless Utah doesn't pass the ball all that much. That is not a lot of yards for an entire season. They definitely fell off in that latter half. I am very curious though. I could see him potentially leaving. I highly doubt it, but he is not leaving. He is coming back for that junior season. Feels he could probably outshine himself a lot. Don't come back for your senior season though, that's for sure. They gave us Bama again in week 1. What in the world? Yeah, we lost this time. Lightning will not strike twice. Okay, Utah gonna lose that whatever rivalry this is. They lost in overtime to Utah State. They lost to FCS, bro. FBS generic by 3 points in overtime. That is insane. And then they come back and beat USC 59-20. How does this make any sense? How do you lose to FBS generic? Lamar played amazing against USC. How did he do against FBS? 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, 300 yards. He didn't play all that bad. They lost though. Their receiver went crazy too. Player of the game, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air on 8 receptions. It just doesn't make any sense. Close, sweaty game against UTEP. Beat Arizona on the road. They're 4-2, 3-0 in conference, so maybe they got there losing out early with that FBS loss. 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4 picks. Nowhere near as pretty as last season. He's got to step it up. I mean, he looks like he could get drafted, but with these numbers, it's looking a little bit iffy, you know what I mean? So in season 3, 2,900 yards, 28 touchdowns. So we went down almost. It wouldn't be a bad idea to stick around for your senior season because these stats, my dude, they just aren't it right now. I mean, you could potentially be a free agent or something, or maybe go super late, but I don't know. The game will probably look at it different anyway. Survey says Utah is only losing 6 players in total, so they are going to be nice this upcoming season. I didn't see how well they went. For some reason, it won't let me look in the postseason screen, but I'm assuming they must have done pretty well. They were 4-2 when we first saw them at the mid-season mark. Can only imagine it probably would have been like an 8-4 season, 9-4 season with a bowl game, something like that. Stats were okay. If you want to be a first rounder, it's got to be 3,500 plus. 30 touchdowns, maybe 5 picks, something nice. Give us something respectable here. Because even if he goes in the first round, but he has a pretty bad season, I'm going to make his stats in Madden pretty much the same as what you would expect. Texas is rank 1. Fair enough. Let's get a look at these pre-season polls. What are we talking about? No Utah in the top 10. We're rank 11, so that says a lot. FAU is ranked 23rd. Utah is still not here. They are down in 40th. They are 93 overall, 99 offense, 88 defense. The offense should carry. I'm expecting a lot of good things from this Utah team. 4-star prestige as well, not bad at all. I think they are genuinely underrated. I mean, our quarterback's the freaking starter, man, on the All-NCAA first team. Phillip Hines is the UCLA quarterback. Okay, Lamar Tate is the All-Pac-12 second team quarterback. Respectable. We will take that. Okay, so we're ranked 2, but this, again, is not about Michigan State at all. Please tell me you beat Utah. Okay, they beat Utah State. They beat you. I don't think USC has beaten them this entire freaking thing. They won in overtime against Washington State, lost to Oregon. They're 5-1, 2-1 in conference right now. They're ranked 12. This has got to be a good sign. It has to be. I'm expecting these stats to be bananas. 1,600 yards, 19 touchdowns, 2 picks. This is what we needed, Lamar Tate. This is a very good start. By far your best. Oh, no, he's 4th in the nation. Oh, that's on... Wait, is that rating or is that yards? Okay, definitely not in yards. He's right up there with BJ Bobo from Syracuse. But can they bring it home? They are currently, what, was it 4-1? This is looking really good. And they've only lost to Oregon, who won the Natty last season. So this is a team that I expect to be in the Pac-12 championship. They aren't in the same division as Oregon, I'm pretty sure. So that would be very good for them. This is all about, I want him to be a first-round draft pick. I want him to be a lock for the first round. Utah is 9-3, so that is not going to be a conference championship for them. However, they are ranked 9 though, which is quite surprising considering Tate had 3,000 yards, 36 touchdowns and 2 picks. So when we first saw him in the first half, He only had 2 picks, and he finishes the season with 2 picks. Would like the yards to be a little bit higher here, but that's obviously Utah's offense. 36 touchdowns, 2 picks, though. Extremely efficient. There is no doubt in my mind that he's getting drafted. The question is, where is he getting drafted? You know what's crazy? I just looked up Wichita Falls, Texas football. They have the same color combo as Utah. So it actually makes sense that he went to Utah. Maybe he just liked the color scheme. Very good numbers. He did throw a pick in the postseason, but still 41 touchdowns, 3 picks, 34 hundo in the yards department. Really efficient as well. That is over. No, it's close to 66%. So going into the NFL draft, Lamar Tate looks like a stud. Looks like a quality first-round player. We will have to get a look at his overall stats as well, see if he broke any Utah records potentially. Did start for 3 seasons, so there's a chance that maybe he broke all time. He's projected in the first round. Lovely. We also have Sheldon Harris, so maybe I'll have to make him as well. Yeah, Lamar Tate, first rounder, right at the top of the board as well. Had an extremely good quarterback rating, 179.5 that final season. His average was 149, 9,000 total yards, 93 touchdowns, 23 picks. So an amazing, amazing ratio. Considering in his first season, all he did was throw a pick. Got sacked 84 times. Not that we really care about that. Completion percentage average was 57.2%. But with 64.7 that final season, no, he's just so much better than when he started, being up 14.7%. Pretty much 15% from when he first took the field. And you got to remember as well, that first season, he only threw 2 passes. So that is going to bring that average down as well. So I would say his average is right up there, very close to 60, including that freshman season when he only had 57 awareness. This is a certified lock for the first round. And Lamar Tate is officially in this year's NFL draft. Looks like he's going to be the 2nd overall pick at the moment. Well, I took over the quarterback that was projected 2nd. It made sense. It says his college is Wake. Do we still have a glitch where it doesn't save or something like that? It says Utah. Okay, so the game is just tripping. Decent overall. In fact, I shouldn't be showing you guys overall. It doesn't matter anyway. Here's a 79. I feel like that is fair. And it really fit all of his stats as well. Superstar development, the only thing that I did change though, in NCAA 14, he was a pocket passer. Madden, I made him balanced. We did beat the Chiefs in week 1. As you saw, Michigan State in the 5 years did not go under 10 wins. Already we're seeing the Cardinals of all freaking teams beat the Chiefs. Not gonna happen, buddy. I have no idea where people are picking. That means our guy is probably already gone. One of the features I really don't like about Madden is how it just doesn't let you start from pick 1. It makes no sense. And I want to look at regions. Just show me a quarterback. So without a doubt, our dude is going Peter Harris out of Illinois State. I think he was projected to be the 9th pick. I reckon he would have got taken earlier. So maybe that's a 3rd first round quarterback. There was 3 in the first round. Unfortunately, we don't get to see where he gets taken. Draft recap. Okay, so here we go. Lamar Tate is going to... We got a left tackle in the first round. Good job, Cardinals. There was a lot of players taken before him. He goes to the Vikings. Lamar Tate is a Viking. How cool is that? He dropped well down. Did not expect that at all. In fact, the 2nd quarterback was taken at 18th. That was Peter Harris. He goes to the Steelers. So John Nichols out of Kentucky going to the Seahawks. So there was a lot of first-round quarterbacks overall. I cannot believe Lamar Tate dropped all the way down to pick 6. Donnell Belton was pretty solid. Kevin Bush, decent. Lamar Tate, though, 79 overall. Probably the best player in the class. He's tied with Stephen Boley out of Arkansas that went to the Panthers. So a pretty weak class overall, I'd have to say. So the Vikings, that is very cool to see. So Lamar Tate does get the start over Kirk Cousins. 2 overall better. And I couldn't imagine a better team, really, for Lamar Tate to go to. The Vikings got the 6th pick and really made a big impact here. Above average O-line considering, the Cardinals exist. Irv Smith Jr. at tight end, that's not bad. Adam Thielen obviously moved on to the Panthers. We still got Dalvin Cook and Justin Jefferson. I mean, geez, last time I played Madden, and it was a very long time ago, Justin Jefferson was like an 85 superstar. Now a 97 superstar X Factor. Oh man, Lamar Tate and Justin Jefferson is going to be freaky. I am not going to go season by season though, because in NCAA 14, there's only 5 years max. In the NFL, you could be here for 20 years if you want. So I will be advancing 10 years, and we'll see if he's left, if he's moved on, what his stats are, everything like that. Hopefully, he hasn't retired though, because that would wreck everything. This really could go either way though. He could turn out to go up to an X Factor if he wins Rookie of the Year. Like I said, I haven't done this in a very long time. Played Madden, that is. Regardless, he's a superstar. Should be a banger. Let's go ahead, jump 10 years into the future and see what is going to happen to Lamar Tate after college and what is going to happen with him and Justin Jefferson. This might be one of the best duos to ever lace them up, ever get on the field together. Who knows? Okay, that took a lot longer than I remember. My goodness. I have a feeling that he's not going to be on the lineup. Like, he left the Vikings. Let's have a gee, shall we? Or is he a loyal man? He is not a loyal man. We are now stuck with Greg Cook. Took his number, by the way. 6-year man out of Kansas. Okay, so the question is, where did he go, though? Would you look at that? We have Philadelphia versus the Mexico Golden Eagles. Somebody relocated. It looks like it was the Chargers, I'm going to say. The Chargers are now in Mexico. The best player is actually on Mexico Golden Eagles, funnily enough. Lamar Tate, he's up to 97. He's on Mexico. Nah, no way. He's the best quarterback in the NFL, surprisingly enough. He was a superstar X Factor. He is. Okay. Maxed out on superstar abilities, superstar X Factor abilities. Can I look at his stats? No, that's what I'm interested in. So he's been in Mexico for a very long time. He started his career with Minnesota, stayed his whole rookie contract from the looks of things, jumped ship to Mexico, and has been there ever since. So a boy from Texas goes to Utah and then goes to Minnesota. Must have been a bit cold for him in Minnesota, so he's jumped ship to Mexico. Fair enough. In his first year, he had 4,800 yards, 45 touchdowns, 15 picks, and it looks like he's done more of the same in the second year, 5,600 yards. Can only imagine a lot of that had to do with Justin Jefferson, who would have been a 99 that second year for sure. He's been right up there, right at that 5,000 mark. What about his contract? So he's still here for 3 more years, which is good. We like that. Only 1 Pro Bowl appearance. Only got Rookie of the Year. Has not won a MVP award or anything like that. Oh, that's a little bit disheartening. I thought maybe he, would have won a Super Bowl by now. He's got 3 more years with Mexico. What are the odds that only 1 team relocates and that he would stay on that team? Normally, the quarterbacks jump ship from team to team, but this guy has stuck around for the longest of times. So let's go to the end of this big contract. He's only got 3 more years. I wonder if he's going to resign. Ah, man, the Super Bowl is still between the Chiefs, who won, by the way. I don't think he's ever going to win a Super Bowl. I mean, his team does look unbelievably stacked, though, to be fair. I just want to have a look again, because they had the best player in the NFL right now is that linebacker that Mexico City has. He's dropped down. He's starting to regress. I could have sworn that he was a 97 overall last we looked. Now he's a 95. So, I mean, their backup quarterback is trash. So maybe they'll stick around with him for a while here. Stephen Henry. He's pretty young as well. He's not even that old. Another superstar X Factor as well. 99 acceleration, 90 speed. Golly, this guy is a freak of nature. I would love to see Mexico City win a Super Bowl. Send him out on a high note at least. And Lamar Tate is actually down to a superstar now. No more superstar X Factor for him. It's not like we're a bad team at all. 85 overall. I mean, I don't know who the best teams are. And I don't think Madden has a power rankings, at least. The cool thing is I do have injuries on. So it looks like through Lamar Tate's entire career, he's not been injured at all. Been relatively strong. Unfortunately now at, how old is he now? At 33, he is definitely starting to regress. Lost his X Factor, so yeah, it does not look good. He did change his number up as well. He was number 7 for the Vikings. Is not number 7 anymore. Decided to go with the number 6. The second rated quarterback in the NFL. Pretty insane stuff. I love it when the relocation is a thing and all that. You know, I love my relocation. But we are on the latter half of his career without a doubt. Can't get a Super Bowl soon, then it does not look very promising to him at all. Considering the Chiefs have been to the Super Bowl seemingly every year. They were there last year as well. And they're in our division. I can't see it going too well. Crazier things have happened before. We are going to make the playoffs on a 12-5 record. He is going to fall off a cliff this season, so we're going to make it through to the divisional round, okay? 10-7 Baltimore. We are the better team. We are playing in Baltimore, though. Has to be a dub. It is going to be a dub. We're in the AFC Championship against Denver. Foot fracture to our running back as well. Oh, man, that's not good. All right, let's see what is going to happen here. I feel like I might have jinxed it by jumping into the game. Denver going to open up scoring, and it's looking like we're actually going to score. Okay, we're going to take the lead here. Very close game. It's getting me a little bit nervous here. All the way in the AFC Championship against a better Denver Broncos. 8-point lead. It's a tied game in the fourth quarter. Still 21 all. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting nervous. They're going to score here. Denver's knocking on the door. They're going to go backwards. So they're going to slot 3 points. 27 seconds left. I can't imagine this is going to end well. 4 seconds left. Can you kick a field goal from here? 1 second left. They're going to tie it up. We're in overtime now. Do not want to be sent home here. Lamar Tate, incomplete pass. Thrown away again. They're going to punt it as well. Wait, what happened? It didn't even show what the ending result is, but I know that look anywhere. It's going to be a safety. The difference is a safety in this game. I'm expecting this to be a pretty high-scoring game here. The offenses just seem a little bit better than both defenses, so Dallas going to open up scoring here, and it's already 10-0. This is not looking good. Mexico City on the board, though. Only behind by 3. Heading into the sheds down 10, though. We can't go out like this. Down 7. You got to get back in the game. 24 all. Hold on a second. It's 30-27 with a minute and a half to go. Can the defense hold? It's been a challenge all day. They're just driving on us. There's no shot. Dallas going to take the lead with 47 seconds left. They are not calling their timeouts for some reason. Oh, they threw it. Intercept. You got to be kidding. No shots and no national championship in college. And it's looking like there's probably going to be no Super Bowl celebration for Lamar Tate. He did play really well, though. 344 yards and 4 touchdowns in that one. Too much of a lead early. All right, what's the damage? We would have regressed again. I'm guessing maybe like 93, 92. I don't know. I haven't played this game in too long. He's all the way down to 90. Okay. This very well might be Lamar Tate's last season. I don't see him going much further than this. He's a 91 for now, but, you know, he might be forced to retire after this season. If we don't get the Super Bowl this year, then I deem it, we're not going to get it. There's no way Lamar Tate does it. Up to an 87 overall by the end of the season. Unfortunately for us, no playoffs. We go 6-11 with a pretty stacked team, you would have to say. Joe Burrow up in second again. No love for Lamar Tate. Man, I wish we kind of saw the middle years here, but it doesn't look like he was ever really up there. He wasn't fighting for MVPs or anything like that. At least we got the Defensive Player of the Year. That's our 99 overall, Stephen Henry. Bengals going to pick up the Super Bowl. Super Bowl MVP is going to be Joe Burrow. If he went from, what, a 95 to a 90, then you got to think that he's probably going to be, what, an 85 at best at 35 years old. I think it's the last year of his contract as well. It would be very smart for the Golden Eagles to pick up a quarterback in this year's draft. We're down to an 81. My goodness, we got so much worse. We fell off a cliff. We were 86, then we went to 85, then we went to 81. Lamar Tate does stay in 89 overall, though, which is really nice to see. I'm not going to re-sign him personally. It's not up to me. He's on $41.9 million. He's after a Super Bowl as well. But overall, very much interested. I could definitely see him getting signed elsewhere for like a couple of retirement years or mentoring a up-and-coming quarterback. But yeah, 81 overall. I think Mexico City has definitely seen better days. I tell a lie. We are going to make the playoffs. 84 overall. I just don't see us getting very far, though. Okay, we made it. Now we got Joe Burrow now. We do have a home field advantage here as well. Very close game against the Browns last week, and we're going to make it to another AFC Championship. It is Lamar Jackson and Kansas City versus Lamar Tate and Mexico City. Let's have a game, shall we? Kansas City going to open up scoring. It is not looking pretty right now. 3 drives, 3 possessions of points really here. 13-6, 9-13 now. Okay, we tie the game up. We let him steal it in the last second, and that might have just been his last chance at getting anywhere there. Lamar Tate, 332 yards, 1 touchdown. I have a feeling that there is definitely more interceptions in play than touchdowns. It was only 1 pick to 1 touchdown, so not bad at all, but you can tell Lamar Tate has definitely seen better days here. The Cardinals made it to the Super Bowl. Now, get out of here, bro. At least we lost to the team that won the Super Bowl. Retirements, though. This was the last season. I didn't re-sign anybody. I don't intend on re-signing anybody. Our right guard retired after 14 seasons, but what is going on? Did he go to free agency at least? Let me have a look. Lamar Tate, 86 overall. We did get an X-Factor running back, though. Brendan Hutton out of Washington. Well, there you go. Maybe we do have a chance. I don't know. Maybe the running back carries. We are 84 overall, though, so we're definitely one of the better teams still in the NFL. Somehow Mexico City is hanging on to a top spot. Get a wild card berth, 9 and 8, so we barely scrape by it. We're 86 overall. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat Tennessee on the road, though. What am I saying? I don't even know who's good. Pittsburgh looks very good, 14 and 3. We do have the same overall, though. Don't tell me again we're going to go to another AFC Championship just to fall short. We are going to lose 21-13. When does it end? You know what I mean? This can't go on for much longer. Chiefs and the Patriots. Again, nobody from our team going to make it. How low do quarterbacks even go? I've forgotten at this point. I wonder if he's even still an 80. He's an 81, so next year he will go down to in the 70s. We got ourselves a 94 overall X-Factor tight end. So we do have options. We have weapons. Our running back, who is different to the last one. This is not the same running back, I don't think. We got a 95 X-Factor. I have to check Tate. He's 37, bro. I have to check his contract. I don't think he has long to go. It's not like I want him to retire necessarily. This is his last season. They are paying this bloke $30 million a year. No playoffs for us, despite being 85. Ah, man, we did beat Kansas City in the final week of the season, though. Good sign. We beat last year's Super Bowl winners. 2038 retirement. Justin Herbert retires. He was on the Texans. Lamar Tate retires. 2038. He might still be. Can I look at the... Please tell me I can look at the stats. Well, I guess first we'll check out records. Pass yards in a career. Herbert right up there in third, right under Aaron Rodgers. In fact, he was shy by just over 200 yards. And then Tom Brady, 104. Never be matched, I don't think. Wow, so Lamar Tate is better in terms of yardage than Peyton Manning. What about pass yards in a season? Nearly 6,000 for Patty Mahomes. Lamar on the Vikings threw for 5,600 yards in 2024. Lamar Tate is in 10th. I can view his player card. So he had 1 AFC championship, 4 yearly awards, 33,000 pretty much legacy score. Let us get a final look at these stats. He is 79 overall now. Definitely time to retire, I think. His second last year was probably his worst in terms of quarterback rating. 21 touchdowns, 16 picks. Then in his final year, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks. He was with Mexico City from 2027 to 2038. So he was there for 11 years. 16 years. He played for 2 teams. Lamar Tate was an extremely loyal player. Unfortunately, he didn't get to mentor anybody. They didn't draft anybody until Lamar Tate decided to retire. But his best season, he had 5,600 yards. That was that record-setting season. He had 3 seasons over 5,000 yards. Unbelievable. It's been so awesome. I love these style of videos. I do love rebuilds and dolphins and things like that, but these videos here are the ones that I love to do. They are so much fun. Yeah, Lamar Tate, man. So from Wichita Falls in high school, all the way to Utah, all the way to Minnesota, and then all the way finishing his career in Mexico City with the Golden Eagles. Was definitely a top 10 quarterback of all time, without a doubt. Guy was an absolute stud from the time he stepped onto the field down to a normal dev, blah, blah, doesn't even matter. But fellas, if you did make it this far into the video, then you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day's awesome. And from me personally, I'm out. Peace.
Sometimes I wonder, can I breathe right underwater? Sometimes I wonder, can I speak in outer space? Sometimes I wonder, can